gurgle, though.
Dad gurgled, though. Hi, everyone. Ahoy, hoy.
Cheers.
Cheers to you.
To Punchy Book Club episode, I don't know what.
I don't know what episode it is either.
Hashtag gurgle hype.
Thank goodness we have people in the chat who understand the shows that we stream better than we do.
Crosshair.
Crosshair.
Look, just a sec.
Oh, Scott's chanting from the other room, so, you know. Murlocs. What?
What's a Murlocs?
Oh, no. Anyway. You know, the thing with Punchy Book Club is because it's a month between each stream, every time I do it, it feels like it's been like 3 years since we started. And I'm like, what do we do again? How do we even
14?
book club?
Holy shit. So I guess it's like episode 4 of season 2.
Yeah, we're definitely in season 2 because we had our season 1 closer.
Yeah.
Our pizza party. I love that we do a pizza party to close off every season
there
now.
We go, episode 4.
Ah, season 2, ep 4, yes.
Excellent.
They're fish frog things from. Oh,
now I know what you're talking about. I don't play WoW, so that took a second.
Wow.
I look so tired. Like, what's going on in my face?
Okay, well maybe it's because you weren't here when I was setting the.
No, it's because I just woke up. I woke up like 2 hours ago.
Hashtag woke up like this.
Hashtag I'm so tired. Because I went to sleep.
I'm also, well, I'm sleeping really weirdly because I'm not used to sleeping on my side.
True.
So I wake up and my whole side is in pain and I'm just like, oh. Most of the people have already seen it actually. I'll turn around again though.
Liz's super cool tattoo, y'all.
Is it in frame?
It is in frame.
Yes.
So cool. Got the Wonder Woman, Sailor Moon, Buffy.
Oh, actually, this might get me a copyright flag, but you guys need to hear this shit.
What?
Alright, hold on. Hold up. So, Captain Daff heard that I wanted to, like, make a joking, mashup of the 3 theme songs around my tattoo.
Oh my.
And then he fucking did it, because of course he did, so I'm boosting this up high. Heads up, everyone.
R.I.P. your ears. Oh my god, there's even, like, music? Is amazing. Captain Daff, you may not be in the chat, but that was
But you are
dope.
forever in our hearts.
Yeah, that was dope. You should use that as, like, something. I don't know.
I think I just need that to be, like, my theme song whenever I enter a room.
Yeah.
But the whole thing's
Have it
gonna
on
play.
your phone so you could just, like, play it and, like, slowly walk into the room. In, like, you slow-mo yourself. Everyone's like,
so, Captain Daff. Oh, right, the Nicole Kidman clap.
Oh, is that how she... Wow.
There's a gif of her clapping like that at the Oscars, and it's because she was wearing rings, I think, and didn't want them to, like, get caught together, but it makes me laugh.
I just want to press all these buttons.
Don't press the buttons. All right.
Hi, Kaiser, I'm Nick. So, we have not seen the TV series.
Yes, so please bear in mind that anybody who has seen the TV series, we are only speaking about Volume 1, which is issues 1 through 6. So, please don't spoil anything.
But I mean, I'm not opposed to, like, involving the show in the discussion as long as it's spoiler-free.
Exactly. Spoiler-free television discussion is allowed.
Because now that I read it, and then I was, like, just looking up stuff, and I was like, oh, there's a TV show. I'm horrible, by the way, at watching TV shows. Like, I have seen 0 of the Marvel TV shows.
If something...
Liz is gonna yell at me again.
I have not seen season 2 of Jessica Jones yet, dude.
Yeah,
and
I haven't seen,
I'm behind
like,
on Luke
anything.
Cage, and I never even touched Iron Fist.
Oh, and you shouldn't, because it's a waste of time. Didn't do it Fred was very mad.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
There's part of me that wants to watch it just so I can watch it with Fred.
You should.
And, like, watch him be angry and furious and...
You should. You should have a rage watch with Fred. Maybe stream it.
Oh, yes! How would we get around copyright? Who cares?
Just don't show like we did for Suicide Squad. You know that thing that we never edited?
That thing we never edited, but it's mostly just us sitting there like...
Like this. What?
Alright, so, what we were discussing, what we were reading this past month is Runaways, Volume 1, Pride and Joy. Now, Runaways, Volume 1, Pride and Joy, is written by Brian K. Vaughan, pencils by Adrian Alfona, inks by David Newbold and Craig Young, and the colors by Brian Reber.
Excellent intro, Liz.
So, we are going to be, after saying a quick hi to Maudzilla, the Crosshair, we're going to get into it. So we're going to start with general impressions. General first impressions. Why don't you start us off here, Cathy?
I really liked it. Is it in my top so far of what we read? I don't know. But it was like, I really liked it. I enjoyed the art. I enjoyed the concept. I thought was very original.
Yeah.
Of like all the parents are evil people and the kids are like, oh my god, our parents are evil and we want to like band together and be the superheroes that beat them. But I definitely would want to read more issues for sure because I want to know, you know, where did they... Obviously, their powers are from their parents, but it's still very, like, ambiguous as to what their full potential of their powers is.
There were a lot of questions that were asked, and a lot of new concepts that were introduced, and we'd love to see them explored further.
Yeah, so that's, like, all in all, really enjoyed it. It was a fun read. I liked it.
Yeah, I liked it too. I agree that I thought the idea... It's pretty fucking stellar. You know, a bunch of kids who discover that their parents are supervillains and they have powers that they're gonna use to fight their own parents.
Yeah.
That's fucking cool. And I imagine, especially for teenagers reading this book,
yeah,
that would speak to you on a
especially
deep level.
when you're an angsty teen and you're just like,
no one understands me.
No one understands me. I hate my parents. But
and
like
then
now
it
you
turns
actually
out you actually have a good reason to yeah.
Okay.
Loved the characters. I can see how most kids would identify with one of them. Well, with anyone.
With any
like,
of them.
You would be able to
yeah.
find a character in this group of merry misfits who speaks to you.
Yeah.
Who is you.
I like it.
So yeah, definitely like that. I thought that the art style wasn't my favorite, wasn't my least favorite.
I thought it was okay.
I thought it was cool. I love the dinosaur.
Yeah.
Dinosaur made me very happy. Some of the action sequences I found were a little confusing for me. It was hard to figure out exactly what was going on, and I had to really dissect certain panels to figure out what was happening. But it wasn't too bad. And yeah, I enjoyed it. Mistrich said that, so Mistrich was the one who recommended Runaways, and then said that Volume 1 is probably your least favorite volume because it's more of an origin story.
Okay.
So this strikes me as something that, especially once it gets going, once they all become more comfortable with their powers, and the stakes are super high at the end.
Of this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know that there's nowhere to go but like shit city, you know?
So, just want to say hey to Rocky, Kung Fu Fenris, Artemis, Mistrich. Mistrich said, I haven't read this in probably 10 plus years. It's 15 years old, so this is very much the origin story, and I think my favorite part of Runaways is the characters.
Yeah.
Crosshair's first impression, went in blind, no idea what it was Marvel, very confuzzled, and then nom-nommed it with no trouble. So all in all, yay. Which is good, I guess.
It was a very easy read. I think I read this on the train back from the cottage when I was there.
Okay.
So that's why it's been like a few weeks since I finished it.
Very good. What I love most about Runaways as the characters is that, unlike other comic book characters, they change a lot. That's interesting, actually. Because, I mean, you don't get that sense, like, in the first one, necessarily. Mind you,
Well,
they,
some of them seem
they go
stuck
from...
as archetypes, right? But I can see, in a very Breakfast Clubbian kind of way,
Yes.
you know?
Oh my god, yes.
An unlikely group of teenagers who, you know, all belong to different archetypes are forced to band together for reasons outside of their control, and then they end up learning from each other, changing each other.
Yeah, I actually really like that
Hooking
analogy
up with each other.
Oh, I like that analogy of like Breakfast Club, but with like kids with superpowers.
I kind of get the impression that Brian came
Yeah.
on, saw the Breakfast Club, and went, "What if they had superpowers and
Yeah.
had to fight their parents?"
Yeah, Breakfast Club is a very good comparison for how they break out of their stereotypes. Yeah, I really... It's so funny because, so I read this over 2 days. Like, I finished it yesterday morning. And then I saw that movie last night. I
Yep.
saw a movie last night, but it was very... Because this is like, they're like investigating and like sneaking about and like trying to like get a win over their parents. And the movie yesterday was like kids sneaking about trying to uncover something. So...
It's a common trope.
It is.
But
and
what's
I
uncommon
really-
is the fact that, because usually it's kids sneaking around behind their parents' backs because they suspect a conspiracy, but they're wrong. In this case, they're actually right.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen.
And like
all
they
that often.
see their parents murder someone.
and
like,
it's not a mistake.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's not like there's no ambiguity. Like they murdered someone, and it's interesting that they did it so harsh like that, because usually
Yeah.
it's like they're doing sketchy stuff. If they had just had them see their parents like talking about like drugs and shit in a meeting room, they would have been
Drugs
like
and shit.
they would have been like, okay, our parents are up to some evil shit, but they saw their parents murder someone. Also, we don't know why they had to make a sacrifice.
I was just gonna ask about that. Are they trying, like, are they doing the supervillain thing of, we need to clean up this city, we need to cleanse it? So they're thinking that they're cleansing it of impurities or
Well,
something?
that's what they were saying at some
That's
points,
what they were
right?
saying.
They were like, we're trying to make a better place for you guys. And it's like, but doesn't every supervillain think that they are the hero in their own story?
Whenever you're an actor, and you have to play an evil character, you can never come at it from a place of, I am evil. You are always the hero in your own story. No matter what, you have to find your motivation as a character. It cannot be, my motivation is to be evil.
Yeah.
Well, it can, but then it would fucking suck. So,
I like Mistress's question. Who do you think you'd identify most with as a kid?
shit, I forget all their names. This is not good.
I think...
Characters.
Who would identify?
You aren't. You're Nico, obviously.
Me?
Yeah.
I learn I'm a witch. Actually, it would probably be a mix between Nico or Gertrude. Like a mix of both of them.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I do like the idea of having a pet dinosaur.
Me too. But in terms of like their personality, like I was a very like emo kid in high school at one point, and like you know, wore black all the time and dyed my hair black and wore like dark liner and like was obsessed with death at one point. And but I also was like, Gertrude is like smart and dorky, which I feel like I probably was kind of like, I'm smart. I'm not trying to be like arrogant about it, but I wasn't dumb. Like I was in advanced math.
I was not.
Okay.
Fuck math.
So yeah, it would probably be them too. They sound like people I was friends with in high school.
Let me see. I think Carolina, personality-wise, was kind of like how I was as a teenager. My parents were not vegans, nor were they like Hollywood celebrities, nor are they aliens, to the best of my knowledge.
But you get along with them super well.
I do get along with them
That's
super
the
well.
thing.
That's the thing. So if somebody tried to tell me that they were involved in sketchy shit, I would have a hard time believing it. So that's probably where, maybe Molly too.
I don't know. I feel like yeah.
I feel like
this is
we've
so
all had
cool.
days like this.
I don't want to spoil anything so much that I have so much to talk about and can't. I
Oh,
guess
you mean talking beyond issue 6?
Or talking about the show.
Yeah. If it's within issues 1 through 6, you can, but otherwise, yeah, it's good to avoid specifics. As a nerdy white Finnish dude from a single parent family with little cash, you didn't have a connection point.
Which is fine, the group works, yeah. Even Alex, like the fact that he likes video games and he's playing MMOs and stuff like that, I was like, okay, like I like
know
this
an
kid
Alex.
too. You know an Alex? Ooh, who is it?
I think we all know an Alex.
Yeah. Like I have a friend named Alex who is like Alex.
Yeah, come on, Cathy. You can't tell me this wasn't you in high school.
It actually, well, you know what? She reminds me more of my sister than she does of me.
Oh, okay.
My sister was way more gothy than I was. Like, very much so.
Crosshair, but he played MMOs with a controller.
Ew.
I have no idea what this supervillain organization is all about. All we know is that it involves aliens, mob bosses who have the police in their pocket. As soon as they called the police, I was like, oh, you fools. You fools! None of you would have figured out that the police are clearly in league with your supervillain parents. Come on, guys.
It's always like that.
What is this, amateur hour?
There's always a mole in the police department.
Yeah, there are warlocks and mystics. There's always a mole in the police department. There's time travelers. Mad scientists.
Yes, I thought that was super cool because Chase is the jock in the group, but his parents are mad scientists. I thought that was such like an interesting like opposite thing.
And then he gets the fistigons.
Yeah, and then he like becomes
punchy.
super into it, and I'm hoping that down the line he like unlocks this super scientific part of his brain where he just like knows how to do all these things.
But wouldn't it also be kind of cool if he didn't?
Yes, it would.
Because there are other smart members of the group.
True.
And he's well, kind of their primary fighter.
Well, now that we know Molly is like mad strong, I think
That's true.
she's probably gonna end up being
Super strength. Powers include super strength and invulnerability.
It's crazy. I still want to know why Nico absorbed the staff.
The staff of one. I'm just looking.
I hope this isn't gonna give us spoilers though. They kind of hinted at his superpower in the middle arc, I think maybe. One thing I want to show off from future Molly is she always wears animal hats, and you only get to see 1 or 2 in this, so please enjoy. Shall we?
All right. Oh,
That's pretty cool.
Oh, fucking awesome.
Into it.
Maybe that explains part of the reason why she looked so weird in the cover art. She's not wearing a hat.
But it's also like
Doesn't look like Molly.
it was a bit not unfortunate, but I really wanted to know like what Molly's superpower was sooner. And to me, I felt so bad because they were like, no, we have to protect Molly because she's a kid, but then they're doing the same things their parents were doing,
Yeah,
which is what
I
they
loved
said.
that though.
I did love that because I'm like, that's like such a good way to deal with it. But then I was like, just share with her sooner. Like, why are you keeping her in the dark?
She's also so young. That's a lot to ask a kid.
Yeah.
Because they're all teenagers, but she's a child. It's a tough pill to swallow.
Because how old is she? Does it say?
I don't know if it does.
I keep burping. Sorry.
It's all right. We're drinking bubbly cider.
If you're looking at the wiki, by the way, you'll defo spoil things. Time to close
That
this
is what
fucking
we are in.
thing. I'm closing.
Oh, she just turned 12.
Okay.
Oh no, she's 11. You see, you
still
just
is-
turned 12, so Dad, you know I'm still 11. Oh, right. He doesn't even remember how old his daughter is.
Bad dad. Like, how do you not remember your kid's age?
Yeah.
11 or 12, yeah.
Which superpower would you most like?
I actually want to know, like, because I think Crosshair's the only one that answered, but, like, who does everyone else identify with as a kid?
Yeah, let us
from
know.
the story. I'd be interested
Obviously,
to know.
gender is unimportant.
No.
This is smexy
Yeah.
art.
So actually, Fred had 2 issues of Runaways. He had issues 7 and 8, and this is 1 to 6. But when I started reading 7, I felt like it skipped something.
Really?
So I'm not sure if it was like the next issue is like fast forwards in time or something, or if there is something missing from the issues. But the art style didn't look the same at all. I don't know why.
Interesting.
I should have brought them actually. Nico is my go-to. I've always ID'd with her, and I actually roleplayed her in Marvel games before. That's cool. So super sad you feel work as a global star. Shitty dads are all around in fiction. That's true.
Oh, that's cool.
What?
Yeah, role-played her in Marvel games before.
Yeah.
Shiny sparkly pants laser show powers, which I think is Carolina? Is she sparkly pants?
No, it's he's talking about. Oh yeah, Carolina.
No, he says shiny sparkly pants laser show powers.
Laser show powers, Carolina. I'm not sure younger me would really identify with any of the characters. I was super introvert Brooklyn, but I wasn't super smart or into games back then. Okay. But do you think there's any of them that you could see being friends with, or like reminds you of someone you knew when you were a kid? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like Nico, for example, I say I identify with her, but it might be because she reminds me of my sister.
But that's fair. Yeah, if there's a character that stands out to you as being somebody that either you would have identified with when you were younger, someone you identify with now, someone whose parents remind you of your relationship with your parents. Hopefully they're not actually mob bosses or time travelers or aliens.
Or supervillains.
Or supervillains. I wonder how they all got together. The parents, I mean. Like, how did they start working together?
Maybe that's explained in, like, later issues.
Yeah, can you tell us that, Miss Rich? Don't tell us the answer, but tell us if it's explained in later issues.
But I think it might just be... Because, I don't know, to me it seems very, like, passed down.
Yeah, hereditary.
Yeah, because they had stuff set up for their kids to learn about the...
If you're listening
the
to this,
pride
we are,
and whatever.
your mother and I are dead.
It is explained. Okay, interesting. Good to know.
See, now, I want to know what that reason is. So, they did a good job setting up the hook. Because they gave you just enough information, but I would feel like I have to keep
left a lot
reading.
of unknowns, yeah.
Somebody posted a bunch of graphic novels and comics for trade in the Montreal Trade Hole
Oh,
group,
yeah?
and she had a whole bunch of issues
Oh,
of Runaways.
really?
I might contact her and be
Do
like,
it.
Yo, give me your Runaways.
Single issues?
I think they're volumes.
Oh, cool. Even
I
better.
collected.
Even better.
It's a hooky novel.
Into it.
So
actually so let's go to which superpower.
Yeah, which superpower would you most want out of all of their superpowers?
Carolina's powers.
Yeah.
Or Nico. Because Carolina can fly. Like, I want to fly. And she gets turned into, like, a ethereal, like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Like a
It's like a
specter
D&D.
almost?
Kind of. And, I dig it.
Yeah, she's crazy powerful.
She looks like
but
rainbowy, and I like it.
as soon as somebody slaps that bracelet on her, she's screwed.
Oh, wait.
So she has a pretty big...
Mistress says they also explain why the Avengers don't know about the Pride too. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. So I wasn't expecting, even though it's Marvel, I wasn't expecting it to be set in the same timeline as the Avengers.
Yeah.
And, like, at the beginning, they mention Captain America and stuff, and, like, the phone number and calling them.
You're like,
and
oh, we should.
Nobody answers or whatever. So it was interesting to know it was in the same universe, and that's pretty cool why that they explain like why the Avengers don't know about Pride. So so Kung Fu Fenrir says flying any day. Crosser says sparkly laser thingies can do a lot of things, it seems.
That's true.
It is like a Green Lantern thing. Mistrich still Nico.
No one wants the Fistigons?
Not
Bang,
really.
bang, bang.
Of course you would choose that.
I just want to punch things.
Is that really what you would choose?
I don't know. I also like the idea of, like, look at this. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Doesn't anyone else want a telepathic link to a dinosaur also? Because
100%.
I kind of do.
They all have powers that are attractive. Like, even... Okay, so Alex being a child prodigy and, like, being a mastermind of planning and strategizing, and, like, he's not even aware of it, but his parents are aware, and they're like, how are we going to find him? He's already probably, like, 300 steps ahead of us because he's a child prodigy of strategizing, is just, like... I was like, that is so interesting and cool.
How do you beat your parents who already know you so well? This is a very interesting. This is not a supervillain that you've never met before who's off, you know, trying to create a doomsday device. These are people who literally raised you.
Yeah.
And they got to decide, like, when you were really young, what you were exposed to and what you were not, what you learned. And you got your powers from them.
Yeah.
Fuck. How do you win? I need to know.
The series is also technically in the MCU, okay? Maybe I could borrow the X-ray goggles. Of course you would say that.
Oh, that's true. Taking care of a dinosaur would be a lot of work. Also, you'd have to hide it away a lot. Like, you couldn't show the world that you had a dinosaur.
Yeah, because people would probably try to take it from you.
Yeah. So, I guess I don't want the dinosaur. I mean, I do,
would still want it. I would, like, try to
it would
make
just have to live at
I'd
my
try
house.
to make it work. Build a little house. It's have its own room.
It has
How
a little
cute would that be?
room, like, yeah.
So Weirdness said, I don't really want to fight and take care of a dinosaur. Probably takes a lot of work. How much meat does that thing eat? So I'd probably go with super sparkle lasers. I feel like super sparkle lasers is probably the best bet. Plus you get the added bonus of being able to fly, which I think is super cool.
Plus maybe you have a spaceship somewhere. We don't know. Does she have the keys to a new Mercedes or a spaceship? We don't know.
Mistress said, people who raised you have the same powers but stronger and control the media and police.
Right? How do you win? By the power of friendship. As I will say, the Pride doesn't seem to get along very well. They seem to understand each other's, like, usefulness, but they're not actually friends. These guys, I think, are going to become actual friends, and that's where the power of friendship.
The other thing is, because Alex is a child prodigy, I think his parents are aware that he is smarter than them.
Yeah, well,
that's why they were
they're
like
dangerous.
so concerned. Yeah, and you even see like he's the son of like their mob bosses, so I think they don't have superpowers.
But they know everyone. They're controlling the police also, and the media.
They're the strategists in the Pride team.
They're the Earth experts.
Yeah,
you know, they are experts in the world right now. And then we have the time travelers who are experts in the time. The aliens who are super fucking powerful, but visitors to this place.
Dark Wizard also.
Dark Wizard, please don't take
my friends. Don't take my friends from me. I hope they sing that song at some point.
Telepathic mutants. Which I don't know.
I mean, okay, so one of my favorite characters from X-Men is Jean Grey, so like telepathic thing is super appealing to me. I used to hope that I had telepathic abilities as a kid also, and I would like try to like squint really hard and like make things move. Clearly that never worked. Still hoping they'll develop at some point, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
I think I have the opposite of telepathic powers. Whenever I'm not focusing on something, that's when it happens. For example, soccer game I was watching, as soon as I turned my back, and I don't mean like 10 minutes later, I mean literally the second I turned my back, a team would score.
The game this morning?
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
I watched it, yes. Part of it.
Who won?
I don't know. I had to leave before it was
Who
done.
won the soccer game? I must know. I'll know.
It looked very clear who was going to win.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Who?
It really looked like France was going to win.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, when I left, they were like 3-1.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So I work with so France won. So 4-2. Wow. Okay. I work with a lot of people from France.
Oh, Croatia scored again. All right.
So it's gonna be a rowdy mess at work tomorrow.
Rowdy mess.
For sure. But I feel bad because I also have Croatian friends and they're gonna be super disappointed. But
I was just watching. Could not have cared less which team won, but
Yeah.
I got really invested really quickly.
yeah, it's like that watching any type of, well, not any type of sports, because I guess like people aren't super into watching golf. I am, because I also like playing golf.
And also because you're 82.
I'm 82. I'm an 82-year-old man on the inside. It can't be... Yo, golf can be super interesting.
I'm not ragging on golf. I love golf. Mini golf.
No, you don't. Yeah, exactly.
I've never played actual golf, but I'm sure it's awesome. I'd like to play it at some point. But there was a sick moment with a penalty kick, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because there was a handball in the crease.
Look at you, you know.
Look at me with my
look at Liz dropping the soccer terms.
It's just, I have like a notebook down here, like, how do I sound really know?
Yeah. I'm not... I love how we're, like, our conversations always end up, like, fucking veering towards
Welcome
a
to
different
life
direction.
on my stream. It's bothering me how shiny my forehead is. Shiny.
Oh, mine is kind of shiny.
How shiny it is. Oh, fuck it.
You're glowing. Me and sports is a weird combo. I like the idea of it, but can't get... Okay. A lot of people like that. So my sister, for example, is... she was way sportier than I was. She used to play basketball for a really long time. Could not care less about watching it on TV. She just, like, playing it is one thing and watching it is another thing. And a lot of people would prefer to play and not watch. They find it, like, super boring. I, for one, am very lazy and enjoy watching sports.
This was a pretty... I mean, she says from a place of very little interest or experience. This seemed like a pretty exciting game. Compared to some other
Well,
ones.
it's the World Cup, so...
No, I know, but... You know when both teams are playing, like, incredibly safe? Because they're...
Oh, yeah,
These
it's
guys
boring.
were both...
Yeah. I do follow... What's the HEMA Championships? I am not aware of what this
Hemoglobin.
is. This is the blood donation championship. Who can donate the most?
Oh, right in my face. Right in my eyes. Without powers and such, as a rebel kid's story, any good? I think it kind of lacked there. It had a few fast-forward relationship friendship jumps. Says Crosshair.
Okay, Kung Fu Friendness, we're gonna have to talk about this at some point.
Also, Fred would lose his shit. And
Fred, I feel
needs
like
to
Fred
watch
would be people hitting each other with swords into it. Sold. I'm looking that up later.
All right, so
just ran away across. Okay, because
so the fast-forward relationship friendship jumps. Let's talk about this. What do we think? So, eliminating all superpowers. Let's eliminate the fact that the parents are supervillains. Even let's eliminate all of that.
Oh,
but then you can't.
You can't.
This is the thing. This is why. It's because they're in an exceptional circumstance.
Exactly, and I feel like it's starting off as being like a forced relationship because they're dependent on one another to like try to get through this.
Like Lost. Like The Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
You know, would these people have been friends normally?
No.
Fuck no. You need something crazy to happen, like detention.
After school, weekend detention.
Ugh. Worst. Who would volunteer to watch a bunch of snot-nosed kids on a Saturday for detention?
They had fun shenanigans happen though.
They did.
Without spoilers, TV series obviously slower, but it takes time to establish relationships. Yeah, that's probably also because a lot of the time they try to like stretch the content for as long as possible and don't want to reveal too much. But I think you also said beforehand that in the the TV show and the book there are differences. So
what's up, William Goosen?
Hello.
How's it going?
I think it's just how Marvel comics are. The fact that they force the relationships.
But Crosshair was
each
saying
other?
they didn't feel like being forced together. So I think Crosshair would have preferred it if they had actually drawn more attention to the fact that these are forced relationships. That they wouldn't maybe get along so well.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like, play more into that.
Mr. says you're calling it perfect though. Relationships with the Runaways early on were all we will ever have, and they do jump a lot. That's the thing. Like I don't know. I didn't really question the fact that they became friends so fast. I still don't even consider them close friends after
they're
finishing this book.
Forced allies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it.
Because nobody else will understand what you're going through.
Yeah. Because they're all in the same situation, so they're finding that common thread that makes them band together and get along, but you know, they still have arguments about what the plan is going to be, and like, you know, they each at some point have their own hesitation about fighting against their parents because they're like, no, like you know, my parents didn't actually, like, they weren't the ones that stabbed the person, so maybe they're not so bad, and, like,
How they try to justify it is very sad.
Yeah, but it's your parents.
I know, but that's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
it's I feel sad for them because they're trying so hard to
try to, like,
believe
rationalize.
that it's a misunderstanding. Yeah, to rationalize it. I also loved how in moments they come together and even if it's to protect someone like Molly.
Yeah.
You know, that's something that they can all agree on. It's Molly's in trouble, we have to help her.
Siphon Zero said something interesting. Tragedy brings them together, and tragedy brings people together on a different level, which is, that's like hitting it the nail on the head, for sure.
Oh, by the way.
Yo, yo.
Yo, yo, Siphon O.
A little jingle.
Okay, what else? Were you shocked by how, like, mean Carolina's mom ended up being? That took me completely by surprise.
But I thought that was so good because it's always, like, it's not always, but
her parents seem to be so nice, and then
they're
mom
like
is just
they
like, I'm
seem
gonna
like
kill
a
you.
bunch of like granola hippie type personas, and then she ends up being like the meanest one of them all, her mom, and I'm just like, what?
She would have killed any of them.
You're such a good actress. Cause what the hell?
It's true. They're acting. Those fuckers.
That's the thing, Mr. That's a line in the thing.
I laughed
that was so
out loud
good.
at that part.
They don't eat meat. They're too nice. Like, vegans can't hurt people. Hippies can be the worst, I guess.
I took the shuttlecraft back from New York as soon as I heard.
Also, her outfit freaks me out a bit.
Yeah, she's terrifying. Oh yeah, so
Oh, that.
this Nico and Alex thing.
This is what I have to say about it.
Was there a pre-established relationship, or was it
No.
suddenly like, whoa, you're hot now?
No. I didn't. All you hear was Alex bitched about how he had lent her DVDs for some, whatever show, and she didn't bring them back.
But then she did bring them back.
She did.
And
but it
she
had
was
been
hot.
like whatever amount of years, and now she's hot. Alex flirted a few times early on, but teenager horny.
Seriously.
That's the thing. So the Nico Alex thing, this was my reaction. Okay. Like, it didn't need mind you, I'm also the type of person that every time there's like a superhero movie, an action movie or whatever, and they try to like force in a romance into it, I'm like, stop doing that. I don't need a romance for me to like a movie. Like, you don't have to put it.
If we get through Captain Marvel with zero love story, I will be so fucking happy. I don't even think I can articulate how much I want this to happen or not happen.
Did you find the parents nuanced enough? Should they be cliched, seeing as it's mainly from the kid's perspective?
I thought the cliche worked because it's from the kid's perspective ish.
Sorry, I'm like trying to get. Imagine Die Hard 1 was a love interest. Well, they won't they? No, thank you.
Yeah. Wait.
Intermission break. That's the other thing. I mean, to go back on the nuance thing, I feel like, oh my god, there's yelling in the streets right now. 100%,
Yeah, they're screaming about the
100%
fucking,
because of the soccer game.
Yeah, they're screaming about the soccer game for sure.
Did I say hockey or soccer?
I hope you said hockey.
Oh,
As a true
God.
Canadian, that would be.
It is
insane.
hooligans. Oh wait, who are you talking
No,
about?
it's hooligans.
Hooligans.
Actually, that was another thing that happened during the game.
What?
Some hooligans that sprinted across the field had to be taken out by security.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah. Here we go.
Well, when you mean footy and say hockey, yep, that's definitely a Canadian slip. Okay, where's the thing with the nuance thing again? Should they be cliched? I don't know. I feel like we are only getting the perspective of the parents from the kids right now.
Yeah. But that's okay.
Yeah. But I would be really interested to have, like, the perspective, like, the insight into the parents.
Well, when Mistrich says that more of their backstory and their reasons for, you know, forming the Pride and working together and everything and trying to, well, whatever the fuck they're trying to do, world domination, if that is all explained further on, presumably then their characters will become more developed as well.
Kaiser Hamnet, who asked for all this romance in movies? Yeah.
Yeah.
Not me. That's the thing. Like, if I wanted to see romance, I'll just watch, like, a freaking romance movie.
I'm also fine with characters having love stories. What bothers me is the fact that every time there is a female character specifically, it's never a question of, is she going to hook up with someone? It's a question of, who is she going to hook up with? So, it's the fact that it's a given that bothers me. That's
what's annoying about it. But that's the other thing. To me, this felt kind of... I guess it does make sense, because it is kind of what... who said it? I think it was Kung Fu. Yeah, like...
Was it around the hippies?
Teenager horny, and, like, you know, hormones for kids are, like, all over the place and whatever, and you know, he didn't really like her because she didn't bring me back my DVDs, but then she did, and now she's, like, super hot now, and, like, now I'm interested, but she's interested. She's also interested in him, and I'm just like, I mean, I get it, because it's like, okay, it's like that teenager cliche. And, but yeah, I don't know. What is with the fucking rando people today?
Well, I blame soccer.
Probably.
Because at the time this book came out,
Cliche was needed.
Siphon really good point.
Needed to be quick to the point. To be honest, see, that's the thing. I didn't read Young Avengers or I don't even know what Power Pack is. What is Power Pack? I know Young Avengers.
I have no idea. Siphon want to elaborate? God, you'd think we were in IRL or something. Am I right?
This is why I can't fucking stream. I have, like, no fucking patience for shit like this. I know I wasn't gonna get into it, but I'm gonna fucking get into it.
Kid team that got their powers
from an alien ship. Oh.
I wish it was an alien shop. Specials! Take a teleportation. Reed Richards' 4-year-old son? Oh, so really young.
Oh. That's pretty cool.
Miss Rich also, I love that this is my fault. If Punchy were here, none of this would have happened.
True. Okay. Weird series made for kids about Reed Richards.
Oh no, he wasn't born just... I know.
I'm so confused.
Me too.
But anyways, this is the thing. So, I mean, there is that teenager cliche. I don't love it, but I totally, like, understand because it's more... It's not necessarily realistic, but it does still make sense. I just don't like it.
What part? Sorry, what?
The fact that, you know, Alex and Nico are, like, super into each other.
I mean, it's very end of the world-esque. You know?
Yeah.
Ugh, our life might be over. You know,
Kiss me.
My parents are not who I thought they were. We have to run away from home. We can never go back. We can't go to school ever again. Let's mac out. The super quick, like, kiss was the most realistic part of their whole relationship to me, to be Because that's teenagers.
Interesting. Young Avengers are a perfect foil to the Runaways, and they pose themselves as kids of the Avengers, even though they're not. They're kids who idolize the adults. And they do get a whole crossover with the Runaways. That's pretty cool.
Oh, that sounds great.
And then Crosshair wants to bring up an art point.
Ah!
I think one should first look at the middle pictures, the full page art. They give kind of a better outlook to the characters. Oh, I guess,
like
yeah,
these
those
guys.
things. Especially Gertrude. But I feel like those things are... It's issues 1 to 6, and there's 6 of them, right?
Cover arts, yeah.
That's the thing. It's like a cover art, and that's mostly because I find it's like, okay, this is the part in the book where you find out that this person has powers. And this is the part of the book where you find out what this person's powers are and stuff. Or maybe, like, just right after. Because that's the thing. You see this, and then later she finds out she has a dinosaur, right? Oh, see, yeah. You find out she has a dinosaur, and then the next cover is her with the dinosaur. So it's almost, it's like a non-spoilery.
This is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, I like that.
You felt the characters looked a bit derpy in the panel arts.
Like it gave a sillier outlook to them. I didn't think so.
I mean, how would you... how would one describe this art style?
I don't know. I just have an art degree.
I don't know. I just have.
I don't know. It's very like clean lines and then like good cell shading and stuff. This one has more like
more shading.
Shading with lines.
I guess
whereas
this a lot of
this shading is done in like the paint of the characters and not with the lines. Whereas that one is like the lines are what are used to shade.
Uh-huh.
There's some very stretched scenes. Yeah.
Would you guys continue reading this series having read issues 1 through 6? Do you think it gave you enough to want you to keep reading it? I know we were talking about Saga and Rat Queens and possibly Why the Last Man as being examples of ones that give you just enough that you want to keep reading.
I think because there was like so many unknown things, like I would definitely keep reading it.
I think I meant to. I'm gonna see if I can.
Oh, and Mistress put it
Rat
correctly.
Queens.
I think it's because very plain style tries to be overexpressive and it doesn't always work. Oh, Mistress read the rest of Tomboy. I couldn't stop. I need to like
I should keep reading that.
Me too. I need to like get back onto all the ones we read first volumes of that I really, really liked and like continue reading them.
75% wanting to read more. If I can get my hands on the other volumes that the girl was trading,
Yeah.
I might keep reading. Kaiser Omnic, I know. I haven't even read the most recent volume. Isn't that terrible? It's sitting on my dining room table.
Oh, I need to catch up with Saga. Liz lent me 2 volumes of Saga and I have not even started them yet. I feel really bad.
Boo.
I'll bring them to Gen Con. No, I'm not going to bring them to Gen Con. I'll try to read them before Gen Con.
Yes, please do.
Oh,
Well, you can bring them to Gen Con, but depending on which ones you're reading, some of them are pretty soul-crushing.
Oh, really? I won't bring them to... I also, like, don't want to bring big books.
Oh shit, really, Mr. Rich? Oh, Siphon-O has read everything Runaways, even Avengers Undercover.
Oh.
You are a Runaways master.
Wait. Some sites call issues 118 of Runaways as Volume 1. Interesting.
Just to screw with your head a little bit more, you know?
Oh, Artemis finished the Miles Morales book on the plane. How was it?
Crosshair's faster than I
Crosshair's
am.
on the ball. Siphon, I've read everything Runaways, even Avengers Undercover. Story is in classic Marvel, but the way it is, like it was still only Marvel.
Siphon-O and Mistrich are sharing the Runaways trophy, which is very much a thing that we are bestowing on you.
it's because the whole first story is volume 1, but they released it as 3 full volumes.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh.
Oh, okay, I understand.
Interesting. But this one specifically said, like, in the beginning part, that it was 1 to 6. This one.
Yeah.
Checked. But I still need to figure out why the end of this one and the beginning of the single issue 7 that I have don't
Seem to have a jump?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe Mistrich or Siphon O can explain it in a non-spoiler way. So
Well,
you started
my
reading 7 to 12. No, you said Fred had issue 7.
So, Fred
What
had
is that?
issue 7 and 8, but after I finished reading this, which is 1 to 6, I'm like, oh, let me take a look at 7, but when I opened it, the first page seemed very much like it had jumped into the future, and I don't know if that was intended or if, like, I'm missing something before that.
There's only one way to find out.
They do hide in a cave for a while.
Oh,
Okay.
that cave.
I'll
Chase's
have to
cave.
recheck.
That he says there's no way his parents could know
Yeah,
about
the
it.
underground house thing.
Bruh.
Oh, for sure they know.
Makes you wonder how many things you just assumed that your parents didn't know
Yeah.
when you were young. But they absolutely did.
No, it's issue 7 from, like, really the old one. Because even the art doesn't look exactly the same as this one. It looks like... It's not, like, completely different characters, but it looks a bit different. Oh, Artemis got conceptual heist at the con.
Yeah!
Cool.
Let us know how it is. I was curious about it. I have so much shit to read right now, so
Yeah.
I did not pick it up, but would like to give it a shot.
It is a comic book. AKA graphic novel.
AKA Slut!
Okay, so shall we discuss the next?
Yeah. Final thoughts. Now is the time
Yeah.
to put your final thoughts on Runaways, Volume 1, Pride and Joy, into the chat.
Okay, because there is now a Runaways Volume 1, that's totally different because, of course. So
Oh,
that's
for the
that's
love-
this one, I think.
No, this one said it was first printed in 2016. Oh, wait. Fuck, I don't know. Yeah,
it
it's
does
saying
say
2016. So there's something that's even more recent than that?
2017 is a new story.
Oh my god.
Oh,
We
Jesus.
don't need any more. Please stop. You're confusing
They
us for
restarted
book
the
club.
numbering? Okay, well, I don't... Maybe the ones I have at home, like, don't even follow the same thing. That's maybe why.
Yep. Oh, the 2017 story is very good. Oh no.
I have to reread it. Right now!
In a year!
Okay, so across our final thoughts, I think this will land somewhere in the middle of season for me, but a bit of a final thought, I guess. 2 years, we'll read it in 2 years.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, we'll see you in 2 years. Yeah, for me, I'm really glad that I read it because it gets referenced a lot these days.
It does?
I find that people are constantly bringing it up in terms of the show, or they'll mention the graphic novel, so I'm just happy to finally understand where that's coming from. And I liked it. I like the characters, and I think especially if I come across, you know, the ability to procure more of these, I would love to keep reading it. I'm really curious about the Pride and what their deal
Yeah.
is.
I have the same opinion as Weirdness 101. Enjoyed it enough to want to continue reading. It was something different to the usual sort of superhero story. But I feel like there's other things we have read volume 1s of that I'd be more inclined to read before I would continue this one.
Okay.
As in, it's not like at the top of my list.
Of your priority list.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Well, Cathy, what are we going to read next?
Well, Liz, we're gonna read Captain Marvel.
Coming as a surprise to no one. This is Captain Marvel, Volume 1, and it is called Rise of Alpha Flight.
Yay!
Yay! It is by Michele.
Oh, Siphon Zero is very excited.
Michele
and so is
Fazekas
Mistress.
and Tara Butters. The artists are Kris, Anka, and Felipe Smith. And alright, full disclosure, guys. I bought this and read it a few weeks back when I was at the cottage week, and I really wanted to read it again, and and I wanted Cathy to read it, and I wanted us all to talk about Captain Marvel. So
We will be reading it, and the next date for Punchy Book Club will be August 12th. So the weekend, right after we come back from Gen Con.
Yeah. So August 12th, 1 o'clock on my channel.
Yeah. It's going down. Captain Marvel up in this ish.
So we can all be read up for the movie.
Yeah.
Whenever that comes out.
Oh, yeah. When does the movie
Also,
come out?
I don't think the movie is going to have anything to do with this because I think it's taking place in...
Like, more
in
present.
the past.
Oh.
Isn't it?
Yes, I think you're right. It might not be around. Heading to Italy.
Well,
Ooh la la.
excuse me.
I mean, solid reason.
That's a very solid reason. I was
Very
I was
jealous
heading
at
to
your reason,
Italy.
but where are you going in Italy?
Oh, 1996. That's practically the 40s. 96 is the 43 of the...
What the hell are you talking about? 96 is the 40s of our generation. Like, God.
Well, you know when you think the 90s just
Going
happened?
to a bunker in the mountains? That
What the
sounds like
fuck?
super cool.
You know 96 was more than 20 years ago. There. Right there. May as well be the 40s.
All my joints started hurting when you started when you said that. Season 2 of some
Maybe work on something.
Followed Vault LARP.
Mistress.
Kung Fu Fenris. Super
What
cool.
the fuck? Current book, Captain Marvel, Volume 1, Rise of Alpha Flight, not the Alpha Flight, but
Artemis
close enough.
grabs her cane and Geritol. Stop. Kung Fu Fenris is going to a bunker because he knows something about
Yeah,
us.
seriously, I think we should
As
all...
what weirdness is saying.
Don't be alarmed if we all turn up at this bunker.
Should we come to the bunker? Like, just tell us now. Okay, thanks, Kung Fu Fenris.
Let us know if we should start constructing bunkers, because we have about a month to do so.
Yep.
I can dig pretty fast.
With those punchy arms. Just punch the dirt into a submission.
Ah, that's not how it works.
Punch
but
a
who
hole
cares?
into it. Just punch a hole into the side of a mountain. Instant bunker.
Thanks, Crosshair.
Cool. I don't know what I'm doing.
Alright, this was a nice, quick discussion.
Yeah.
We're almost halfway holy shit, we are almost halfway through
Yeah,
season
the
2.
next episode will be halfway through. And then for episode 10... Did we have a pizza party at episode 10? We did.
Yeah, because then people had to show up with...
A snack.
Well, that just goes without saying.
What was that?
That just goes without saying.
Fuck. Are you
That
trying to
just
do
goes
something?
without saying. There we go.
There we go. I was like, what the hell's happening? Lizzie just keeps pressing something.
So we're
I was
gonna have
like,
an episode 20 pizza party and a top 10 list, so you need to arrange the 10
Does it
that you've
have
read.
to be pizza?
Does not have to be pizza.
What if we...
She says suspiciously.
No, I'm always down for some pizza. I'm just wondering if maybe, like... Why are you giving me this look?
What are you suggesting instead of
like,
pizza?
like a sushi party or something. I don't know.
I guess.
Okay, we'll do pizza. Jesus Christ.
Can we make that just says that's on a
God.
t-shirt? Okay, we'll do pizza.
Jesus Christ. Let's find it in the Punchy shop. Coming soon.
Right next to
Punchy
hashtag
merch.
option 3 merch.
Punchy merch on its way. It's just me screen printing all the shirts, like crying in a dungeon.
Made to order.
I smell treachery. Fine, guys, we will have pizza. I'm sorry I suggested
Sorry,
something
guys.
else.
She didn't mean it. She doesn't know.
I am tired, okay?
It's okay, Miss Rich. We understand that you're going to be doing a marathon graphic novel read live streamed, so people can just watch you reading
Every single
one that you've missed as fast as you possibly can. Oh. Kung
No.
Fu Fenris had knives ready.
Thanks. I'm just
Look,
like,
sushi
we'll still
is
have
good.
pizza. Don't hurt me, please. Pizza will still happen. Also, Miss Rich, we appreciate every time you appear in the chat.
thank
so,
you.
like,
And-
honestly, don't worry about not having time to read them or whatever.
Thanks for the recommendation on this. I'm really glad I finally read it.
And a reminder, we're always looking for suggestions, so tweet at us, #PunchyBookClub with your suggestions, or at me and Liz's Twitters.
Or both.
Or both, or all of it. For graphic novel suggestions.
Yeah. If you cannot find physical copies, digital copies are usually available on Comixology, and no, they did not pay us to say this.
No. But if they want to, we wouldn't say no.
Thanks, Comixology.
#not sponsored.
Yeah, so Cathy can put sushi on the pizza.
Okay.
Look,
too
you
far.
Want
No,
your sushi.
too far.
I don't want to disappoint
Oh, I can
you.
have sushi as an appetizer. Thank you, Kung Fu. Kung Fu approved sushi as an appetizer.
Nice.
Just gonna be like a crap ton of raw fish that I'll eat before pizza. That's gonna go well.
Yeah.
Oh, look, it's Ella.
Speaking of,
Come in and use
Speaking
the
of going
litter robot
poorly.
for sure.
well, I hope so, 'cause she's been peeing in the corner of our bedroom. So.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah.
Why is she unhappy?
I don't know. She's like the combination between a snarky teenager and a grumpy senior citizen combined into one cat.
Oh, Ella.
Either way, it involves peeing on our floor.
You sassy mate.
She's sassy. I really thought you and Ella would get along super well because you're both sassy.
No,
and you both
we
pee
actually
on my floor.
like we all the time.
All the
I don't know where the bathroom is here. What does Ella think of the book? Goes to toilet. Excellent.
It's true, she is catting. Ooh, I should get her puppy pads. That's a great idea.
That's actually really smart.
That's super smart, Artemis.
But it's weird that she's
You're
doing
smart.
that.
Hemis. Show myself out of my own apartment. Anything else to say before I hug this book into oblivion?
No, I think I'm good. Thanks for stopping in, everyone.
Thank you for stopping by. Thank you, Crosshair. Working hard today. as a
Working hard
mod.
today. Unfortunately, I don't know what it is.
Don't know why this was the douche brigade today, but
I think it's because we mentioned soccer, and like that's when the douchebags come out. Maybe.
how did they know?
I don't know.
Oh yes,
Oh yeah, you need
yes,
to
Liz.
say
Why
more
don't you
stuff.
you can't just. The fuck is this amateur hour?
Hurry up! People are leaving.
Oh my god! So we're doing Changeling tonight on John's channel, 6 o'clock. We're finally back together. The gang is back together.
The gang is back, y'all.
The gang is back, and only a few deaths, and I won't tell you who. You'll have to watch to find out.
Ooh,
Ah.
suspense. Hey, we're trying to have a stream right now.
Excusez-moi,
Mr. Carr.
careless.
Tabarnak. Jesus. The gang is back with more enemies than ever.
I have to go wash and moisturize my back.
For her tattoo, it's not a weird thing.
Just in general, it's the only part of my body I wash and moisturize.
Just that one section of your back. Excellent.
Tomorrow I believe Biff the Boss is streaming. No! Scott? Are you streaming tomorrow? I know, so that's a no.
Oh yeah, you guys are going to have fun, and I'll be at work.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
And then the music stopped, so it got really somber.
I know. It's fine. I'll just be working. Kill me now. What are you doing?
I'll vlog for you.
No, you're gonna vlog it too.
I'm
won't
gonna
even
put my
be
GoPro
there.
on a harness and walk around with it.
Son of a bitch.
We're going to do one of these tree obstacle courses.
It's like
It's going to go horribly wrong.
No, it's gonna be fine. They're gonna have so much fun. I've been before, and it's like such a
Arbraska.
good time. Nebraska. Going
Yeah,
all
we're
the way
going
to
to
Nebraska.
Nebraska.
No, Arbraska, and it's there's more than one in like the outskirts of Montreal. And I think the one you guys are going to is one of the big ones. There's
Shit.
like, and there's like a, so it's like a in the trees obstacle course thing.
Just gonna
And
go.
there's
Man.
at the end there's like a huge zip line you can do. It's pretty fun.
I ain't scared of no zip line.
It's really fun. I will be at work while all this fun is happening. So yeah.
Sorry.
It's fine.
On that note, I think Julian's streaming on Tuesday. I think John and JT are streaming on Wednesday. I think Kate's streaming on Thursday. I'm streaming on Friday. And that's that. Thank you for joining, Cathy.
Thank you for having me, Elizabeth.
You're welcome.
God damn it!
See you all
On the
on the
flippity flop.
flippity flap.
I can't believe I made this a thing.
Bye.
Bye.